Try this one. Different setting. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're underpinning. What we're going to do here is, since we put our framing up, and you watch some videos, I have a bunch of them on it. We're going to take this plastic Z-flash, and this is treated wood that we're using. We're going to plastic Z-flash. We're going to end up coming around this thing, probably putting some paint, possibly some gravel. Be nice to see a little foot wide gravel around this thing. But this is all treated wood, and it is down into the ground. As we set it, we kind of banged it down into the ground, like a little pressure, bang it down into the ground, make it nice and tight, because you don't want it moving over time. So there is some weight on it, and we are going to add our we are using hardy board, but it's not hardy board like the siding. It's a hardy board 4x8 sheets, and we're going to cut them and slide them in this thing. It's going to be beautiful. What are you doing?
No battery.
We're not using 3-inch right now, but these are the screws we use. Whether it's 3-inch, 1.25 inch, 1 5/8, 4-inch, whatever, we use these. They're exterior wood screws. They're the best. Painted, waiting on me. This is squeaky floor. Painted both sides and all the edges. Everywhere I cut it, I'm gonna have to do the same thing. Well, it is a squeaky floor right there. Had that thing going too. Oh yeah, okay. And this is what we're using. Anti-rust armor, maximum rust prevention, interior, exterior, oil-based enamel, gloss, clear. That's what we're using. Don't say that. Just kind of rolled it on there real quick, get a one coat. They knew they'd be coming back putting another coat on it for sure. After it all gets installed. Nice. You always want to paint your edges. Always paint your edges for real, people. Okay, don't do this and put it up there like that, because this stuff will absorb water. It is made to be painted. Made to be painted, so that's so important. You gonna paint them all?
No.
Just one.
I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna let this one come up flush on the outside here.
Yeah, the other one's gonna.
The
other one's gonna come across. We'll put a little dab of nice caulk right there.
Right.
Okay, that's good. This went flush. What I did. This thing right here. Hold on, pull it up.
Once or twice.
That's all stuff we're going to look at. Put our panels up though. So
Yeah, that's what it's catching me.
So we don't have to come back to them.
Set it in there. Push top in. Sweet.
Come to me?
Yep. That's for you right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. Yeah. That's, look, we need to cut this off. Look at this. Go ahead. You're not, yeah, it's gonna have that. Yeah, it's gonna have to come to me just like that. That's what I need.
Cool.
Now I have to cut that piece that's hanging out right there. It'd be easier to cut without it being here. Look at that. Right here.
Yeah, I got that. I got that.
Okay. All right.
Here, tape measure. You have tape measure me?
Tape measure. Okay. Don't want to set it in the dirt either. Pull the tape measure or make sure. Remember, if we have to add a block in, we'll add a block.
Yeah.
Right?
I gotta find my tape measure. I have one somewhere.
Yeah, there's one right over there. I put it in the box. The red one is right there on the top of that box in the side door. The red one. Underpinning. Okay. We're not putting any nails in the little Z flashing, but we are going to put them 8 and 16 up there. Are we going to have? We might have to put something down here, Paul. You
No,
know,
I need to screw it down, see.
2 inches up. 2 inches up, maybe. I'm thinking a couple inches. Them the ones you want to pre-drill, obviously. I'm talking to the camera built, Paul.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me again.
Yeah, might want to go an angle with them too, Paul. I wouldn't go straight.
Yeah.
A little slight angle anyways, because your washer has to obviously sit flat. People, I'm just...
You're getting a little bit of angle. Not a lot.
Yes, not a lot. You only have 1.5 inches there. And being it's on that outside edge, you don't want to crack that stuff.
You know, start before the washer gets tight.
Well, you got to stop when it gets tight. Top one. There you go, buddy. There you go. I like that.
You got to push on top?
Yes, it does. It does. It's solid. That's not going anywhere there. I like that, people. You got something very solid right there.
It's not coming out.
Nope.
Hey, you want to take it
These screws,
apart? You want to take it apart?
these screws are a galvanized screw with a rubber grommet right there. These are 1 5/8 long. And I use these on termination bar when you're putting EPDM rubber. So it's a metal roof screw, actually. Metal roofing, you can use it for metal roofing. That's what that little rubber grommet is about. But when it comes to any time you're on an outside corner, this is made of concrete board. So when you're spinning that out, although this does help give you like a drill bit type deal, I just like to hit my outsides because it's so close to the outside edge. I just don't want to break it and have to put another piece up. And the good thing about screwing it off like this is later on, if you want to take that panel off, unscrew it, and drop it out. Just drop it right out and you'll be good. That's what I like about this stuff. And like I said, painted is so important. Painted. This will go all the way down. Need a little bit of Lexol for your joints, Paul. Let's try to keep it out of the ground anyway.
I'll turn it over. Painted.
They're both painted. I painted it. I think this is a moisture machine around here, so.
You just that.
Up. Slide it on there. Coming to Paul. This particular situation, we're able to lift. Hold on. Catch him by. Yep. Now beat it. Still beat it a couple times. Even that screw head. Yeah, that's still out a little bit. We're gonna have to deal with it. The only other thing we can do is put a little scutcheon in the back side of it, kind of take a little bit out of it with the saw. You know what I mean?
I don't think you heard that off.
All right, let's do it. Let's get rid of this screw that's right here too. All right, I'll take it.
Small crack up top. Yeah, small crack up top.
Crack?
Yeah. You pick that up as you touch it. Like this right there. That's beautiful.
You can do that. You want to just put one in the middle one? That'll work.
Oh, you marked it. Sweet.
what we decided to do, it would have been either double up every 4 feet or take our 2x4 and turn it on the flat. It gives us a little bit more bite. Instead of drilling them so close to this edge like that. I hate doing that. We wanted to be able to back them up just a little bit. So we decided we're going to go ahead and flip these every 4 foot sideways. Turn it sideways. I think that's going to end up working much better for us. Just turn it every 4. That way we got 3.5 inches. We can move our board to 1 3/4 over. Put our marks on it, put our screws in, not worry about cracking it as bad as we've been worried about it. Last thing we want to do is crack it, because when they come take it off again later, if they want to do something under here, they can, if we don't bust it all up. I like that. Nice piece of rubber in the back. Not anything that will ever go away there. I'll be there forever. Like it.
Try the team. Put you in that visitor. Like that.
Yeah, smooth side. Uh-huh. Smooth side out, buddy. You good?
Good.
Beautiful thing.
Try to move it on. Might come out. I like this.
What?
You want to make one in the same row?
Row?
Yeah. You run even.
What's that mark you just made at the top for?
92%.
Never gonna see it?
Yeah. Very see.
Alright. Ready? Oh, I thought you grabbed it.
No, I was wiping the paint off.
What the hell?
I was wiping the paint off.
He'll cut a hole right there for his water spigot to make a door. No, I was gonna say I could do it. No, I can't do it. I gotta mark every one.
Do what?
I was gonna drill a hole.
Measure 8 inches up, 8 and 16. You got your tape measure on you?
No, I don't got it. Anytime you're cutting this stuff, number one, I'm just using your diamond tip blade. Cobalt, it's one of the cheaper ones. Diamond tip, that just makes cutting. You don't want to cut this with a regular saw blade. Not that you couldn't, but that's what we use for cutting it. And you're gonna want to, oops, there goes my pen. And you're gonna want to use one of these because this is dusty. I mean, so dusty. Lost my pen here. So dusty. So you're gonna want to use a mask. And I use this for a straight edge because you're not going to be able to cut that into a straight line without using some type of a straight edge or a guide. That's what I call my guide. And my guide is for running my saw up against when I'm cutting. And in order to get my number properly for what I need from my guide here to my blade is 1.25 inches on the saw. Generally, you're going to find 1.5 inches on the blade. This thing's 1.25 inches, so I take whatever number that I want to be overall, move it back 1.25 inches. So if I want a 25.5 inch piece, which is that mark, I'll move it back 1.25 inches, run my saw down it, I have a 25.5 inch piece. After that's been cut, this stuff is hardy board. The edges, after you cut it, will be bare. You do not want to put this bare piece down into any moisture or dirt. Therefore, paint. This is what I'm using. Valspar anti-rust armor maximum rust prevention. Although we're not worried about rust, this is not made of steel. Oil-based enamel, and that's what I'm using for this. I like oil-based because water-based, obviously, if this thing's getting any water in it from being outside, I don't care if it's interior or exterior, I just don't feel like it's good enough for something that is so close to the ground. So that's why I use oil-based, and I would recommend you use oil-based. So that's what we're using. That's how we do it. Let's get to work.
Oh, you got smart, didn't you? You put that mask on. Can't breathe.
I don't want to breathe in all them fumes. Dusty.
Now I got it when I came around the corner.
Dusty.
Adding concrete to my lungs.
Yeah.
Huh?
I want that.
That might be good for you.
I don't want that. Again, you're only setting that deep enough to go through the wood, so you're not cutting deep into your treated wood over there. set this board aside for another project. Framing in the end. Oh yeah, like it. How you like that, Paul, at the top? Once you get it pushed in real nice.
Yeah, I'm ready all in. Yeah, good right there. As I get it stabilized. I have to put another behind this one right here.
Yeah, to connect to that.
Yeah, if I can stabilize this corner.
So I need to make another one like that.
Well, no, it'll just be flat. Yeah, it'll just be flat.
Flat one. Then you can hook to it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have something to hook to.
Then pin it to it.
Yep.
It'll be behind the middle.
Yes, it will be. So it doesn't even have to be that tall. Do you have a tape measure on you? I don't.
You just cut that now. You just cut that now.
You're not going to need this one?
No, take this in.
You don't need this?
That was the short one.
Oh.
It came down here.
Oh, yeah, no way.
Now I just need a short piece. I just pin it behind that middle. Then I pull this in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Coming up. So all I did was trim off a little bit more to make it a little thinner. Now we'll be able to put this one in there, keep that top plate in the right place. And then, my friend.
Okay. I'm good now.
Yep, that's pretty damn close. That works for me. Now you're going to be, yeah, there you go. I like that so much better, Paul.
Yeah.
Now you can get where you need to be with your, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see there? That's what we're looking for. I don't care what you got going on. That's the important part, is making sure you don't come sticking way past here, because you won't ever be able to get your underpinning or whatever you're going to use for underpinning up underneath that skirt without making a big old bump out. And we're going to either be remaking this stuff right here, or we're going to try to find some maybe at the mobile home supply store. It's the only place I have to look for it. Yeah, I think they go out with plastic though now. I don't think they have much of this going on.
I need a 1x4, 29.5. So make it put a box right here.
Okay, 1x4, 28.5?
Yeah.
28.5. That's looking good right there.
No more tongue.
Nope, tongue is gone. All right, so I hope you've seen how we did this. We cut the tongue off, got rid of it. This trailer's not moving. We know this. It's going to be here until the end of time, whenever that may be, sooner or later. Run a bottom plate, drove it into the ground real nice and tight. Oh, we got a neighbor coming over with some 5-gallon buckets. I ain't got to go. That's one for me, one for Paul.
Wow.
I ain't got to go.
Oh, okay. Green one. Green one or blue one?
I don't know why I would take your lighter, Paul.
Okay, you smoked my cigarette.
Hey. Accusing me?
No.
All right, so after you get it built and you put your 1x4 down here at the bottom like we did, you're gonna put your Z flashing on there. That's plastic. If it wasn't treated wood, if it wasn't treated, you could use metal, but since it's treated, you cannot put that coil flashing against treated wood. Just remember that. That's a no-no. If you ever buy that coil stock at Lowe's, it comes 2 foot by 50. You want to look on the box. It says, do not put over treated wood.
We had that experience.
We did have it. We learned the hard way. I'm not going to lie. We learned the hard way, and we went back and fixed it with some plastic. Right, Paul? We used the plastic one. There's 2 different kinds. There's a PVC, which is aluminum with some PVC kind of coating, and then there's actually PVC, which is just plastic, and it's bendable, so you can make it just like metal. You can bend it just like metal in a brake. This is looking good, Paul. All we gotta do now is get these panels on here, so let's get one up on the bench. Well, I got one. I just got to get it set up to cut.
Yep.
And let's get some panels on this thing.
Just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that button. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, Paul.
I like it. No tone.
Yeah, I like that. Certainly looks good. That looks really good. Got to say. Yeah.
Oh, can't do that.
I
gotta measure first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put 3 on the first side.
The screws are too long.
No, can't be. No. No. 28.
You say that, but down there you got a 3/4 inch piece.
Yeah. Well, that's just a 1/4 inch piece there. Yeah, 3/4 inch. I'm barely touching it right there.
All right.
So I got 28.
Sounds good to me. Run it. Run it.